There he is.
Good afternoon and welcome. Today is Wednesday, October 4th, and this is the City of Anderson Board of Architectural Review. This is a rescheduled meeting from September 20th that was postponed due to not having a quorum. Addenda?
Yes, sir. The agenda is revised as is on the screen. It's as revised as is on the screen.
Okay. Can I ask the members to review last month's, actually it would be August minutes? And if there are no changes,
Was there a vote of approval on that?
not yet?
The minutes? Okay,
I'll
sorry.
motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting.
Second from Mary Lou. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's carried. The minutes are approved.
Thank you.
Okay, we can proceed to the business.
The new business before us is BAR 2341 Earl Street renovation. The site is outlined in red. There we go. Right here, again, Earl Street is running here. You can see Clemson or Main Street running right here on your screen. Does everybody know where we are? Have any questions? Great. Okay. Renovations to this building were approved in April of 2022. The applicant is requesting approval for modifications that include 2 door graphics, a projection sign, street number, and the addition of a bollard and chain fence at the rear of the property. Enhancements of rear entrances are encouraged to accommodate use of parking areas behind buildings per the design guide for downtown Anderson. This application complies with the city's overall goal for the downtown district, that renovations do not destroy unique architectural features and are compatible with the surroundings and overall character of downtown. The sign graphics may need to be reduced in size slightly to comply with the sign ordinance, but staff will work to make sure that's done during the sign permit process. Staff recommends approval as submitted. So what you see in front of you now, or what you see is the street view. The building in question is the building on the left. Here you can see the location, and it backs up to Carolina Wren Park there, but you can see the entire lot there. This is the back of that building. We were looking at the front, so this is the back. You can see where they're proposing to change the scope slightly, so they're eliminating the overhang and proposing the door graphics and address there to the right of the door with that light fixture over the door. Zooming into what that's going to look like. And this is the door graphics on, I believe, the side door. Yes. And a hanging sign here, again meeting town requirements. The graphics on the door may need to be reduced slightly, but again, only minor. And this is the proposed concept for the courtyard enclosed with the chain and bollard fence. Location of that fence, a plan view of that, where that would look like. Detail, so it will be black, powder coated. I'm sorry, and that concludes the presentation.
Okay, the chain itself. Metal barrier chains, okay, so. The sign meets our guidelines, but you will have, when they issue the permit, they would have to size it to meet our guidelines for the city signage.
Yes.
Graphics would also meet our guidelines on that door.
The what will?
The graphics on the door.
Yes, the sign graphics on the door may have to come down just slightly in
Slightly in
size
size.
to meet the town's new sign ordinance requirements.
Okay, the light fixture looks a little different than I've seen before. Yeah, any thoughts on that? Good, bad?
How far out does it project?
I'm not sure the applicant is here that he may be able to address that issue, that question.
Yeah, the light fixture, it doesn't project up, it just projects down. And that's pretty much to scale. It just goes straight down and kind of at an angle.
How far does the fixture?
How far does the fixture itself extend out from the building?
I don't have the exact measurement, but just by scale, it's about this far. 6
Like
inches.
A foot?
Less than a foot, I would think maybe 8 inches, 6 to 8 inches.
Any other questions or comments on it? Okay, let's deal with the chain and Ballard fencing. Thoughts or comments on this? There is no guideline for chain and Ballard fencing. But there are a lot of historic buildings and venues around the country that use this type of system. Can anybody have any thoughts or suggestions on it?
I think it's very appropriate for this building.
It seems to match the overall design of the building very well.
Okay. Anything else on it?
So there are no gates, it's just an opening in the chain where you walk through, or where the chain stops?
That's correct.
Okay.
That would be back here.
And in here.
Is there also a new gate proposed?
That was covered under a separate approval, and we'll talk about that after this one, if
Okay.
you don't mind.
Okay. Do I hear a motion to approve, amend, or reject the fence, the light, the graphics, and the sign? Motion from Amanda, second from Jill. Any further comments, questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Great. Thank you. Board business is next on the agenda, if there is any.
No further business? Or anything?
Okay. Then I'd move on to staff report with your all's permission. So there were a couple of items that were on the previous agenda, or the original September agenda. And there was one that was approved at a staff level review. This is that very same building. You can see the alley in between is a concern, security concern for both buildings. Shoot. So here's the street view. So that's the building on the left that we just looked at, and then there's a building on the right that we looked at a couple of meetings ago. But staff has approved that gate in between. It's an aluminum gate that you all typically approve all day, every day. So we approved two. There's going to be one on the Earl Streets and one on the back side. Again, it would secure that red area, and that's what the gate will look like. Again, this was on the original September agenda. It's the Robertson fence. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's the Broadway fence. This is the outline of the fence in the back. And this is what the proposed fence would look like. Again, with the chair's permission, staff approved this at a staff level so that they could proceed with their project, and it didn't hold them up. The next one is the Broadway fence. This is Boulevard, the front of the house on Boulevard. It's behind some hedges. This is the proposed fence. It's a pool. The applicant was concerned about the holdup on his project. So again, it's something that you all approve all day, every day, a typical detail. And with the chair's permission, staff approved it at staff level, and they were able to move along with their project. And with that concludes staff's report. With the only thing I would just remind you, I've heard some talk tonight of the education. We've got 3 opportunities at the end of this year. We're going to sit down and watch the videos. You know, there could be some group discussion, some cookies maybe. Please let me know if you're planning to attend. I'm sorry I don't have those dates on me right now. If you don't have them, they went out in an email to everybody. If you don't have them, let me know and I'll get them to you. I'm anticipating that at the beginning of the year, we'll have another 3 series to wrap any up that missed it.
And just to clarify, we can also watch that on our own, correct?
Yes, sir, you can. You can. Watch it on your own.
It takes a little bit longer than what they say.
Chris,
I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, ma'am.
if we miss one, then we can make it up in the...
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's-
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Any further business from the board? Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
Motion from
I
Craig,
second that.
second from Gia. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned.
Thank you all. I appreciate you all coming out on such short notice to get this taken care of. I do have 3 other items on this month's agenda, but there's only 3, so
Okay.
should go pretty quickly.
Sounds good.
Good.